Hello everyone, Fahad from Marketeo here, and today I wanted to make this video about helping pest control business owners create better ad creatives for Facebook so they can convert better. Here I'm going to be sharing my screen and we're going to be talking about the goods and the bads, right? There are a lot of ad creatives I see that look like this, and there's a very low chance of these type of ad creatives converting, although they do give a good idea of what they're selling. There's a call now, there's a lot going on. These used to work before, like if this was like 1980s or something like that, this would convert really well. And I'm not saying you're not going to get any customers from this. I'm sure a lot of pest control companies do run these type of ad creators, and they do get a lot of conversions. But uh, I can help you guys convert way more. Like I can help you with better ad creatives which are gonna, kill it on the Facebook ads. We're also gonna talk about why these type of pest control ads don't work anymore, because firstly they're overloaded and cluttered, right? You can see a lot is going on. Uh, there's too many elements that's competing for attention. This is also generic now. You're gonna see a thousands. Yeah, I'm sure you yourself see like millions of pest control companies running the same ad over and over again. And because the colors are also a little, I would say, salesy, the reds, the greens, the yellows, I don't think you should do that, right? This is also focusing a lot on pests and not people. We are highlighting bugs instead of solving the problem, because if you want to not just lower your cost per lead but also make an effective ad, you have to make sure you solve a lot of problems in just one picture, right? Yes, you are solving a big problem here, which is literally why you've opened the pest control company in the first place. But if you just change this into showing a bigger problem, like if you're solving the homeowner's problem or showing the benefit, you are going to obviously do way better. This is also too salesy. 100% guaranteed call now today feels pushy and outdated, even though I would still say to use these. These are good call to actions. But there is a very easy way, which I'm going to show you guys later on in the video, on how to fix. Right? There's no clear value differentiator as well. Nothing explains why this company is better or more trusted. There are no reviews. There's literally, apart from educating people about what each type of insect or like animal looks like, we aren't fixing any problem here. There's also coupon driven. Leading with a discount attracts deal seekers, not loyal customers. You want your customers or clients to work with you longer term, just rather than just work with you one time. So that's not gonna work that well for you if you just keep it coupon driven. This is also hard to trust. Busy design, loud colors, generic claims. It's not increasing credibility here. All of these things, it's reducing it. And there's also no emotional connection. Is the most important thing, right? Your design should speak to the homeowner's real fears or frustrations. Yes, this is a frustration, this is something that people want to get rid of, but in this specific ad, nothing's helping. There's also a poor mobile experience. The text is too small, right? There's so much going on once again, and it's very difficult to read it off the phone. I'm obviously, because this is a laptop, so this is like zoomed in, but on the phone, it's going to be very difficult to read all of this. And there's also not a clear next step. So we don't have a good call to action here. This used to be a good call to action, by the way. Call now, all of this stuff. This used to be a very good call to action back then. But for now, in 2026, this is not going to work. So this is a much better ad, and we're also going to learn on how to make these type of creatives, right? We are going to go down that route as well in this video, but this is 10 times better. Now I know there's a lot of things that are also in this specific ad creative, but at the same time I'll tell you why this one is going to work way better. So this one sells the outcome, not the service, right? It focuses on the homeowner's real problem and what they actually want: a safe, pest free home. Now, you notice how in this one, we don't have any insects, we don't have rats, we don't even have like the names mentioned. Uh, but at the same time, because the call to action is so like the starting words. Pest problems don't wait, neither do we. This itself is gonna give you a better brand image, right? This is what we want to do. We want to look trusted. We want to look professional. We want to look like a brand. We don't want to look like someone who's just working on a weekend and help doing like pest control just to get extra bucks, right? So $25 off your first service book today. Now I know I've just talked about how coupons don't work, but this isn't a coupon. This is more of like it's more of a discount. Uh, there's a big difference between a coupon and a discount. A discount is just to give you that push that okay, if this is your first time trusting us, we're gonna gift you for giving that attempt for $25. So yeah, this is also something that you guys have to use if you want to convert higher. If you want people to book your call, book a call. So the next very important thing to do is you have to use or implement or input reviews, right? If you've worked with people before, if there's someone that you've worked with before, you can use their pictures if they allow you to, but if they don't, you can still use the review, right? So if it's 5-star service, they were fast, professional, this helps a lot, right? This gives that it increases the trust right away. You can also add your Google reviews here if you have Google reviews, which I really would I would really push you guys. If you have Google reviews, you have to input them in every ad creative, right? I haven't added it here because I'm just showing you guys an example, but if there are specific reviews that you guys have, you have to add them here, right? Or here, it depends on you. This is just one review, but if you have more, then you can just add them here because increases the credibility by 100%. So yeah, I know this is very small, and we have call or text. We don't have much in terms of call to actions, but this is why you guys have to make sure that whenever you are doing call to actions, you have to make sure that you put them below the Facebook ad, right? So when I'm going to be creating another video for Facebook ads, I'm going to show you guys where to add the call to actions because this was very 2016 or 2019, right? The reason this one is way better, even though we don't have a big call to action, is because we want to look like a brand. We don't want people messaging us just because you know uh, we need them as customers right away. We need long-term customers. We don't want short-term customers. Now if we do compare on why this ad fails and why this one wins, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again, this is too busy, it's too much. It's just focusing on pests, not people. And this one is a way better ad because it's attracting quality high intent leads. It also gives us a very strong visual hierarchy as well, right? So because there's going to be more trust, there's going to be higher conversions as well. So now that we have this sorted, uh, I have a few more examples I wanted to give off because, uh, by the way, I do recommend using Square as a Facebook ad, right? Because the size also, makes a difference. So I've made another special one where, this is a square one. Keep your home bug free and your family worry free, safe for kids and pets, so on and so forth, right? You see how I've added these this time just to make sure, again, you have a lot of options. You can go with mentioning the mosquitoes, so on and so forth, to what you're going to remove. But at the same time, if you don't, then it's completely fine as well. Uh, just make sure there's a few things that you do now because I'm seeing this weird trend of people still filling up their post with a lot of information, a lot of things that I know they want to mention because they want to make sure the customer, whoever is viewing the ad, converts right away. But the easier, the simple, and the less you mention, the better, right? By less I mean, if you see this ad, for example, right, this is very relatable and it has an emotional headline, right? It speaks to every owner's goal, a safe worry free home. You see how we didn't add like, oh yeah, quickly call us so we can clean your house from insects. This also has a family plus pet imagery, instantly connects and builds the trust with homeowners because that's what we're trying to do here. It's benefit focused, not pest focused. highlights what customers care about, not just the pests. And this is a cleaner design as well. The icon row shows the coverage, right? This is a stronger CTA and it trusts the signal at the bottom. Now, here I didn't add the Google reviews, but there's still space. Like here you can add like the Google reviews, right? So if it's like 4.8 out of 5, or you have, a few reviews or someone you've worked with, you can do that as well. This is another good creative, right? So the pest problems don't take days off, neither do we. And yeah, this is also a very good simple one. Uh, I wish this was just a little bit bigger, but it's doing the job, right? So let me show you guys how to do this. So there's two ways of doing this, right? You can use Canva. This is what I'm using here. This is what I use to create all of the ads, right? So we can do Facebook and Facebook Square. So this is the one you're going to be using for the Facebook ads, right? If you go on here and you write pest control, so you're going to see a lot of examples here, right? But all of these are very outdated and I'm sure you don't have time. So let's say if this is the one, right? This is a good ad, by the way. And I'm sure you as a, pest control business owner, or if you are just marketing for a pest control business, you don't have the time. So what we're going to do is we are going to be using a Facebook ad prompt, right? So this is a very extensive Facebook ad prompt for ChatGPT, right? And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be copying all of this. I'm going to put this in the description as well. You guys can DM me if you want. So I'll send this over, and I'm just going to paste this here. Now in this prompt, you have to make sure you change your name to the business name. Obviously, if you have any reviews or anything, if you want to change anything here, you guys can do that. Just make sure you put this on Square, right? And all we're going to do is we're going to, and you can see here that it has created a very professional brand looking, you know really professional. By the way, this turned out very well. So let's say you want to change a few things, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this, right? We're going to come back over to here, paste this in. And if there are few things you want to add, so for example, Google reviews, right? So this is what we had mentioned, Google reviews. There you go. So we got like 5-star Google reviews, right? You can add them here. And if you want the Google reviews one, so what we can do, Google reviews. Yeah, there you go. So this one looks good. Just gonna save them. Save this, sorry, as an image. Bring it here. Let's just remove this. And there you go. You can write like 5-star here, or this is more than enough. Or you can write like the amount of people that you have served, right? So yeah, this is a really good ad, by the way. This turned out way better than the other ones. But this is the example I'm talking about, right? Now, just to make sure that there's a higher conversion when it comes to like ads like these, you have to make sure that whatever offer you have is clearly mentioned, like $50 off, right? I know I've mentioned coupons are a little, salesy, but if you know, label it like this, like how this is labeled, right? Like with the blue brand, a premium brand feel. If you give it a premium brand feel, it's not going to look like a big coupon, right? It's going to look like more of an offer, and that's what you're trying to go for. You want to make your coupon look like a good offer. And yeah, that is that. I hope you guys like this. Please do share and subscribe. If there are any questions, please do comment them down below so I can answer them. And yeah, that is that. Hope you have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.